BooTube. I know in my last video and this one I'm highly quiet and not as loud. Like I said, right now it just struck midnight right now, okay? So I don't want to be too loud because I live in a house with 2 other people and I share a wall with one, so I kind of don't want to like wake that one up. And also I just don't want to be loud in general because our walls are kind of pretty close to our neighbors, so I don't really want to be like, Wah! And also my throat is still recovering, so yeah. Anyway, let's get back to Blood Bonds. This is part 2 of my whole reaction rant. But anyway, back to it. Basically back at Catco, Kara feels, as long as Cat keeps asking her about Supergirl, the more useless that she feels being her assistant, so she offers a resignation to Cat, which I think is really kind of stupid, honestly. I mean, she could find a way to convince Cat that she's not Supergirl, right, without, losing her job, but she pretty much just resigns anyways, which I think is kind of a bad idea, but because it makes you look more guilty, you know what I mean, in Cat's eyes, Can you imagine if you're a Cat and, like, Kara, you give the ultimatum, like, prove to me you're not Supergirl, or you lose your job. And then all of a sudden she just resigns. It kind of makes you look more suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, Kara pretty much heads down to the room where she tends to Jimmy's wounds, and she's totally furious about what Max did. And that pretty much prompts Wynn to stop her from becoming like Astra, saying, she can't let all these events consume her. And tells her, him and Jimmy will find a way to, find a way about Max, you know what I mean? And, during that whole thing, Kara later on visits Astra, and, like, she's ready to learn the truth as they can't let fear control them and all that stuff, and she still believes Astra's a good person. So, what I think about the whole Wynn and Jimmy thing, like, I give props for Wynn pretty much being devil's advocate, not really devil's advocate, but basically being the angel on Kara's shoulders, because, she's getting furious over what's been going on with Astra and her husband and the rest of the little Kryptonians, and then she's getting frustrated with Maxwell Lord, and the fact that Max has injured Jimmy makes it even worse. And I like the fact that, Wynn is telling her, despite all this happening, don't let it consume you, don't let that anger make you like your aunt. And I really like that about Wynn, he's like the little angel on your shoulder. And also I like the fact that, Kara's giving Astra a chance to tell her side of the story. At the same time, like, I like the fact that Kara wants to believe she's trying to see good in her aunt, which I could kind of see, that there's some relatives in the world, like, some people want to believe they're still good in their family members, and it's good that Kara's trying to, see the good in her aunt despite what she's done in the past and what she's currently doing now with her husband. But anyway, it shows this flashback where Kara's mom, Allura, is telling her sister Astra, Krypton's pretty much tells Astra about Krypton's demise, but despite that she sentenced Astra anyways because, Astra had, despite, trying to help Krypton, Astra still murdered people, so Allura still has no choice but to sentence her. And so that resulted in Astra being sent to Fort Ross. And basically back in the present, Astra tells Kara that she's very much like her mother, and Kara pretty much asks her where to find Hank, but Astra pretty much tells Kara to go through with the trade. And that's pretty much what happens, Kara pretty much takes Astra to the staging area, defying General Lane's orders, which I think is awesome, because like I said, I hate General Lane just as much as I hate Maxwell Lord. Maxwell Lord I hate with a passion. General Lane is like number 2 on my hit list in this show, because I don't like him at all. Number 3 has got to be Astra's husband, because that guy's a dick. But anyway, Noam shows up with Hank, and the trade is made, but Kara pretty much discovers that all of this is a trap because she hears Non's army, like, coming, right? But Astra, this really surprised me because it's Astra, but I think maybe Kara got to Astra, you know? Because, you know, she believes Astra's a good person, and that pretty much shows in what Astra does next, because she pretty much orders her husband to call off the attack and to honor a truce for now. And that really displeases Non. And pretty much he's angry about it also, but the fact that Kara is right, there's still good in Astra. I mean, it's shown here. She orders her husband to call off the army attack, despite how angry her husband is. And, you know, Kara pretty much telling Astra, you know, it's a start. It's pretty much saying a thank you, you know what I mean? And, maybe there's still hope for Astra, maybe. I don't know. But that was an amazing call on Kara for, you know, trying to see the light in her aunt, and that pretty much shined through when Astra called off the attack. So there might be hope for Astra yet. But anyway, the following day at Catco, you know, this I thought was funny because Kara was there with Kat, and then all of a sudden when Kara and Kat were in the same room together, all of a sudden Supergirl comes out of nowhere at the same time Kara is with Kat. So we're like, whoa, double ganger moment. And apparently seeing Kara and Supergirl in the same room with her, and they're like two obviously different people, was pretty much good enough to convince Kat to give Kara her job back. On one condition though, this was pretty funny, like, Kat's like, you can have your job back, just don't tell anyone that I thought you were Supergirl. You do not look a thing like, now that I think about it, you do not look a thing like her. So I thought that was pretty freaking hilarious. But we found out what the hell was going on, the fact that Kara and Supergirl in the same room. We find out when Kara goes on the roof, and we find out that Supergirl was actually J'onn J'onzz, who was pretending to be Supergirl, and he reverted back to being Hank. And I thought that was pretty cool, a cool way to, you know, ask J'onn J'onzz to use his Martian abilities to be anybody, you know, shapeshifter and all. It was pretty, that was a brilliant idea. And Kara, she feels like her life at Catco is still a priority. That's why she pretty much tells Hank that she doesn't want to be in the DEO full time. She wants to work at Catco. I don't understand why. I guess that she got so used to that job. I don't know. But anyway, I thought it was really cute when Kara ends up getting a text from Superman himself, which I thought was adorable. It's like, Superman's texting! Can you imagine if Superman in his suit, like, he's like saving the world, saving like Metropolis or whatever, wherever he is, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna text my cousin. He's all texting his cousin while he's floating in the air in his Superman outfit. That would be the funniest shit in the world. I am not gonna lie to you. Tell me that's not gonna be cool in your head, like, Superman's acting like a normal person, just, he's in the air, in costume. Anyway, Kara pretty much tells her cousin, you know, I'm alright, things are okay. And, Jimmy and Wynn, they check up on Kara, and they are so relieved that Kat allowed Kara to keep her job, and did not reveal her identity, the truth to Kat, right? As the three of them are trying to find a way to stop Max, it's actually revealed that I always hated Max, but now his suspicious activity is even worse, because it is later revealed on that at Lord Technology, Max was indeed hiding something in the room, the one with no keypad, and it turns out to be apparently a young blonde woman who apparently died from a brain trauma. So let's get this straight, okay? Max is hiding. Max has a room with no keypad entrance in it. A young, blonde, dead woman who died from a brain trauma, okay? She's a blonde woman who's dead because she died of brain trauma, and all of a sudden her eyes open and her pupils are fucking black. Like, all black. Like, it's literally like if like ink blotted out her eyes black, man, but her eyes opened, her pupils are entirely black, but she died from brain trauma. What is wrong with this picture? Zombie! But anyway, zombie with black eye, okay? And I don't know what to think about that. I have some theories, but I don't know really what to think about the fact that Max has apparently a young blonde woman who died of a brain trauma in a room with no keypad, and then her eyes open and they're all black, okay? I probably will have a theory video about it, but considering I just watched, well, since it's already midnight, I would have to say yesterday's episode of Supergirl, and also I saw the preview for next Monday's Supergirl. My theory video might be already answered because of it, so I'm gonna say it anyways, and then I'm gonna tell you about the preview after I'm done with episode 11. Well, 10 and 11. But anyway, wish me luck. I will try to also do episode 10, so I can at least knock that out, because, you know, today is Tuesday, which means today is The Flash at 8 o'clock. Which I also have to do a video for. I'm gonna die. But anyway, I'll probably finish episode 10 and 11 today. Probably later on today, I'll finish episodes 10 and 11 of Supergirl. Hopefully, I will at least finish my reaction rant on episode 10 of Supergirl, which is titled Childish Things. And then probably watch Flash, and then do the video for Flash to the next day, which is tomorrow. And then after that, I'll watch, you know, Arrow, which is on Wednesday, and Legends of Tomorrow, which is Thursday. And if any of them are left over, if I have any episodes which I have to do reaction rants for that are left over, I'll probably do it all on Friday. Because herp and derp, I always do. But anyway, that I finished in just 2 videos! Yes! No more third video! Which is probably gonna haunt me, because I still got episodes 10 and episode 11, which one of them will probably take 3 videos, I bet you. But anyway, this is my reaction rant. I do have a theory on who this supposedly dead brain trauma blonde woman with black eyes might be, but like I said, watching episode 11, which is called Strange Visitor from Another Planet, and watching the preview for episode 12 might have already answered my theory that's inside here, but I'm gonna do it anyway, so look forward to that. I have a bunch of theory videos going on, so look forward to that, and I promise you I will get episode 10, and the current episode that just happened, which is episode 11 of Supergirl. I'll have both of those. And then for this week, I will have Flash, Arrow, and Flash, what was it, episode 11? It's either episode 11 or 12 today, and the same goes for Arrow, because they're exactly the same episode. Like, literally, like, they're on the same pace. The last videos I remember, I did episodes 10 for both Flash and Arrow. So they're the same number. So it's either episode 11 or 12 that are premiering today and tomorrow for Flash and Arrow. And of course, Legends of Tomorrow episode 2, which is going to be Thursday. I definitely will get those 3 episodes and these 2 episodes of Supergirl by the end of this week. I promise you. So that's like Legends, Flash, Arrow, and 2 episodes of Supergirl. I will have all 5 recorded and uploaded by the end of this week. I swear to you guys. Anyway, wish me luck. I love you guys. Be good. Be safe. Bye, BooTube.